What's up, guys? So today we're going to be going over our picks for the day on PrizePicks. This is what I use to kind of bundle all my picks together, figure out where my best odds are, and then I kind of dive deeper from there. So I use it as a tool mixed with other tools, which I suggest everyone should be doing, getting as much angles as you can, really. And so I like to do things a couple of different ways. I'm going to play a two-man play every day, and I call that basically my two-punch combo. You know, that's my go-to play right there, and then I always bundle that up with the 5 or a 6 insurance play. And as far as the way I do it, I normally do 70% towards the 2 play and 30% towards the actual parlay. So I spread it out there, and then I include my two-man in the 5 or 6 leg also. And so we'll kinda go over 2 of my favorite plays for the day, actually. Let's go over here to Prize Picks. So my number 1 play for the day, it's actually not even a game that's today, it's a tomorrow's game. So let's see if we can get the lines the same. So Jameer Gibbs, 53.5 rushing yards. I really like this play. It's a -4.5 spread on this game, but Jameer Gibbs has been getting in the mix more and more as the season's gone on. So I really feel like he's gonna hit that, especially with the tempo of the game. I think the Lions are gonna control that game and really run the ball a lot. But another tool I use to combine these 2 is looking at it's called props.cash, right? And what I'm looking at here is we have the line set on Gibbs, right? And so I'm looking at his last 10. You can see he's been getting a lot of yards here. His last 5, he's over 80%. So he's really been trending upwards. And if you look at his actual rush attempts, I would guess those would go on as a season. It looks like they kind of just average out around 9. But, I feel like the tempo of the game, Detroit's going to control that game for the most part. It could go either way. Obviously, Denver's been playing pretty good. But we're going to roll with Jameer Gibbs on the rushing yards over 53.5 just because lately he's been on a run. I don't know if he's even cracked. Yeah, he's cracked it one time this year, the 100 yards. Denver, you can see they are pretty soft on the run though. They're letting up the most rush yards per game, the most not the most rush attempts, but they're on the back third of the league and as far as rushing touchdowns also. So, Jameer Gibbs, he's my main guy for this two-man slate. And as far as my second play, it's actually a hockey play. So, we're gonna bundle this up with, and I'm probably saying his name all wrong. And to be 100% clear, I'm not the biggest hockey guy. I follow the numbers. I'm a numbers guy, and hockey has actually been my number 1 this year. So I've been, tracking the numbers. But actually, before we dive into that, I like looking at Sportsline, their projections. Sorry to go off track there, but let's find Gibbs here, right? They have Gibbs at 56 rush yards. And I use this as a tool as well, just to kind of gauge where others are putting him at. And, obviously he's above that line. And then if we go to prize picks, sorry, not prize picks, daily grind, a little lag here, but we should have him. So 53.5, we have Jameer Gibbs right here. Barely over 50%, but we're going to roll with Jameer Gibbs on this one. I've hit a couple times on him on the year, and I'll go over that spreadsheet here in a bit. But so I'm going to try to pronounce his name. If I'm saying it all wrong, let me know in the comments. We're going to go Gustav Nyquist, just to put a little touch on it. I like Nyquist this game. Like I said, hockey's been my number 1, and it's a sport I know the least about. I have basic knowledge of it, but my main sport is basketball, NBA, NFL. That's my main things. But I go where the numbers are. If the numbers lead me one way, this is where I go, right? And so I love this play on his 1.5 over shots on goal. You can actually see here he has been crushing it lately, and Actually had him on a couple of plays, but if you look at his last 15, I mean, he's gone over 80%. His last 5, 60. His last 10, 80%. So he's trending up, and he doesn't just go over, he goes over big time a lot. 4, 4, 4, 3, couple of threes there, right? He is playing the number 1D, 4 shot attempts, but I'm confident in him. I think he can get it done. He's got to roll with the numbers and see what happens, right? And so we're gonna go over here. Let's type in trainer. It's looks a little like blurry for some reason, but we go over here to his shots on goal. He's at 1.63, and I definitely think he can hit the over on this. So that's gonna be our second play. We're gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs over. We're going Nyquist over, right? And so, like I said, I do that 2-punch combo. Boom, boom. I hit him quick. I hit him with that 2-punch. So 70% of my money is going to go on this play, right? And then I'm going to have another 30% go to a 5 or a 6 leg, just so I can have that upside on these plays, right? And just to pull into here. So I take, the top 10 to 15 plays each day, and I break them down, and I run the numbers and I run the percents on my own, formula that I came up with to basically figure out what I feel like the best odds, the best values are, right? And obviously today we had Jahmyr Gibbs and Nyquist, right? And this is a 6-liner that I am about to give you. Obviously, with these two in it, I've already put this in, so hopefully the lines are still there. Let me just see here. Okay, so this is a college play, and you can go all of these, same thing. These are all trending up. These are all positive EV plays as well. This line I actually liked. It's a scary line. Jared Goff under. So 1 rush yard, you're done. That's scary. I've actually had that before. I've actually lost a quarterback rush yards. Those Minshew 2 weeks ago. He nailed the ball, but he didn't just nail it. He nailed like he ran back 3 yards, right? And then he nailed it. And so I, I lost on the under. I was mad. I don't want to talk about that because I think that was maybe my 6th leg on the 5. I think I was 5 for 5. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that one was rough. And I actually had him in a couple of different, 5-leggers. But when I actually went to put this one in, it wasn't there no more. So you can check. I think it's a good play. It's risky, but I think Denver's gonna be putting some heat on him, and I don't think he's gonna have time to get out of the pocket. But I digress, right? And so we got actually when I went to go put this in, just to be 100% transparent, I did get 14 and a half. Yeah, I got 14 and a half. Let me just, yep, less than 14 and a half rush attempts. I reran the numbers at 14 and a half, and it still made sense. He's still hitting on all cylinders. So that's my play there. And then these are my last 2 to finish off the 6-man. And also on PrizePicks right now, Gobert got a block yesterday, right? So if you're familiar with the picks miss, if Gobert got a block yesterday, you'd get a special bonus today. And so the bonus for today is if you hit on a 6 leg, then instead of I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I'll double check on this, but I believe instead of the 25x payout, you get a 30x payout. So you get that extra 5x. And I'm already playing 5s and 6s every day, so it doesn't hurt me. And also, I'll probably be throwing another video later, either a longer video or I might just throw together a short. But the Merry Picks of Christmas, we actually got a protected play that's $30. So you have to use it by today. So I'm going to rerun some numbers here in a little bit. I'm going to see if I can come up with some new plays. Maybe I'll add some of these in. But yeah, I'm going to put together a 6-leg play. And the way it works is if you win, you keep your money, obviously. You win your money. But if you lose, PrizePicks is going to reimburse you the whole $30. So it's a win-win, It's a win-win. You might as well go for it all in that, because if you lose, you're getting your money back. And I've lost on a couple of protected plays, but I got my money back, that night or the next morning. They give it back to you in promo funds, and then you can just, use that to put it on your next bet. So it's a free play. Take advantage of it. If you're on PrizePicks, go into your promo, you'll see it. Just opt into it, and then when you go put your play, you'll see it and make sure you use it, right? But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm gonna be sharing a lot more of my plays per day. Like I said, this is how I do it every day. I come in with that 2-punch combo, I hit them hard, boom, boom, and then I throw those plays into a 5 or a 6. It's 5 or 6 depending on the day, depending on the lines, depending on how many games, what odds I'm getting, right? There's a lot of different factors that play into it. But yeah, I mean, let me know if you got any plays that I should be looking at to throw onto my 6th play tonight for my protected play, or if you're on any of these, or if you're even against me, let me know. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I'm gonna be sharing more plays every day, so stay tuned. See ya.